We're here in Alice, Texas at a local business that believes that there's something paranormal behind its doors. But this investigation dates all the way back to 2005 for Corpus Christi Spook Central. We investigated her home and we found very many disturbing things, from being scratched. So now the question is the spirit following her from location to location? So let's see if we can find some answers tonight right here on South Texas Haunts. Whoa! What was that?
Hello? Can you say that again?
Were you showing me how you died?
Oh, what the hell? No, you don't touch me. No.
So can you explain a little bit to us what the business is?
I do body sculpting and contouring, and I do post-operative lymphatic drainage, and then just lymphatic drainage therapy as well.
Can you explain to us just a little bit about what's been happening here that had you call us?
Well, there's been a lot of unusual things that we've noticed. There was this one time that our cameras kept going off, our motion sensors, telling us that there was somebody in the shop, that there was motion detected. So my husband and I were at each other like cats and dogs, just wanting to kill each other, and we couldn't. That's not us, and literally the next words out of my mouth were going to be, I want a divorce. And something just said, leave. So I said, you know what, let's just get out of here, let's go. So we took off, went to Little Caesars to go get pizza for our kids, and there was everybody in the parking lot. I mean, it's like everybody just wanted Little Caesars that day. The thing still kept going off, and I was like, oh! And we get here, and because I had seen the camera, and there was a black apparition crawling down the wall, smoky apparitions, and then orbs everywhere. It was just a party going on.
Right. You said you've been in the building since November, right?
Yes.
When about time did you start having things kind of not make sense, things moving, or just in general things that just didn't seem right?
It was around mid-February, March, but it's nothing I really paid attention to. And it was just little things, odd things. And it's seeing things and then just turning, something catching out of the corner of your eye. So I really didn't put much attention to it. But it wasn't until
that day with you and your husband? Okay.
That we just went at each other. And it was oh my gosh.
Okay. Have you ever had any experiences other than here?
Yes.
Will you share some of those with us?
It was at my ranch in Valfarius, the first ranch that we have. My little boy would get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's what are you doing? Playing ball. And it's what? Ball with the boy. He was 2. So I was there okay, and it stayed like that. Well, he was 4, and I had just had my baby, and my 17-year-old, who was just 6 months at the time. And I called a paranormal, it was Corpus Christi Spook Central, and they came out there because my ex-husband at the time was waking up with scratches all over his body.
Oh, wow.
And he felt like he couldn't breathe and was choking. And so, yeah, and then it's when we first moved into the house, there was a old man wearing khaki chinos and a white t-shirt. And he was standing in my living room, in my kitchen, and he was drinking a Coke. And I was there who are you?
Right.
Yeah, and he walked out. And my ex-husband was all there, who was that? I said, I don't know. So he goes over there to go talk to him, and he goes behind the shed, gone. So we asked the other people that lived across the field from us, and they said, well, that sounds like my dad. So it's oh, okay.
So what are you hoping of tonight's investigation?
To find out what's going on in here, because I've never been afraid to be in here. I've worked sometimes and left at 2 o'clock in the morning and by myself here, and I've always felt really comfortable. I've always been very free in here. And it wasn't until Monday that I literally got scared to be in here. It was just an uneasy feeling. I mean, any little thing had me twitching and turning, and I was just paranoid the whole time.
Okay,
Wait, could it be because of the camera?
No, this doesn't pick up the IR like that.
Oh, really?
No. Okay, no, that is, it doesn't work that way.
It's right there in that corner. That's where it was whenever I started feeling.
Alright. So are you on this side? Are you hiding from us? Can I take your picture? I want you to stand next to Hayden. Now let me take your picture. Why isn't my flash working? No, it's not.
Is that you messing with his flash?
It's just working out. It's on.
Do you not want us taking your picture?
Alright. I'm gonna point it away from Hayden. Let's see if it flashes. Alright.
Try it again.
I'm gonna try it again. I didn't change anything on the camera.
Wait, could it be because of the camera?
No, this doesn't pick up the IR like that.
Oh, really?
No. Okay, no, that is, it doesn't work that way. Let's make sure here. Flashes up. So it's not that.
Oh, I thought I saw an orb.
So it's not the IR.
I literally thought I saw an orb just leave you, right behind you.
Let's try this
Try it
again.
again.
So if you're in here and you're messing with my camera, I'm going to ask you to please step away from Hayden and allow me to take a picture of Hayden with the flash. So I'm holding the camera up, my flash is up. Unexplained that.
That's pretty crazy.
I can't explain it. I mean, I've never had a problem with this camera doing that before. So I can't explain it. It's just. Let's see if she's had experiences.
I remember just in case. So we left that door cracked. This door is wide open, and the rest of the doors are closed.
Yep.
Besides that little ring light room.
Right.
Do you just do that again?
Is there anybody here that wants to make their presence known? I heard I do.
Alright, let's step in here.
What is your name? How many of you are here?
How many are here? Is there a lot of you?
So if you're in this room or in this building, or walk into this room, and you can use your energy or the energy from this to communicate with us. You can tell us your name. Can you say one of our names?
Help me?
Are you hurt? Lost?
What do you need help with?
Ooh, that was something.
Can you try a little harder? I need you. I know it takes a lot of energy, but if you can just scream at the top of your lungs. Oh. Yeah, chills. What is your name? Why are you still here? And what is it that you want?
I'm gonna ask you here. Are you evil? Is that why you scratch individuals? Come on, if you're evil, you should be able to talk. It's here that you're here.
Come on, show yourself. You have no problem doing it between 2 and 3 a.m. You should be able to do it now.
What was that?
Sounded like it. I've been called worse. Say it again.
Get out.
If you want us to leave, do something. Make us want to leave.
Come on, scratch me. Scratch me again.
We've been respectful all night and we still mean no harm. But if you are evil, make your presence known.
That night when we were sitting here and we're doing the ghost box session, I was sitting there. If you had noticed, I'd got up and went outside for one moment. I started getting sick to my stomach. And I won't lie, when I came in here and we were talking before we sat down to do the reveal, I started feeling the same sickness again. It's just right across here. Can't explain it. Not saying really it's paranormal, but it's just something I can't explain. But I got to the point where it was kind of making me a little nauseous. Like, man, I just need to step outside. Alright, I figured I would document what happened in there. It started off gradually, but I started getting a headache, and it was just all across here, and I started getting sick to my stomach. I don't know if it was just because it was getting hot or what, but I didn't feel right. It didn't feel good. And I can't explain why. I started feeling bad. The headache is still lingering, but my stomach is a little better. I've been on investigations before where I've had this happen, but not as bad. It's something I can't explain. But the equipment malfunction, I can't explain it. I can't. I've had these cameras on enough investigations. I've never had where two cameras do the exact same thing.
See, not only that though, but it's her camera in the same area that causes problems.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's
where the dark
coincidental.
is coming from.
I wish we had more definitive answers. Something that, a name or something that just jumps out and says, this is what it's pointing to. But unfortunately, sometimes you can't command spirits to come out. And, going all the way back to 2005. Going all the way back and seeing the progression of this case, I do feel that maybe it's not the location. Maybe it's something because you dealt with similar things within the home, and now you're dealing with it in certain other locations. So, maybe that's something that you might want to look into about, what you would like to do in that area. I mean, it's one of those things. I just wish I had more answers.
Yeah, and as I was going through listening to audio, I would re-listen to things just to make sure that I wasn't missing it, because I listened, like I said, almost 24 hours audio, so after a while it all kind of goes together. But that was the one and only clear one that I got, which surprised me because I've never listened to that much audio and not gotten definitive some sort of EVP.
There's usually a get out or
a hello, a hi.
Yeah,
I mean,
something that's it's questionable. But you know, I listened. She sent me all the EVPs and I went through them, and a lot of them I could debunk with one of it being us, being AC system, stuff like that. But when it came down to the enough, it was the one that was the most clear. It was the most definitive of something coming through. And if you put that with the malfunctions, it's like maybe they've had enough. I don't know. And
it made sense to me because that's when y'all guys were having your conversations about stuff like, oh, well, the camera's not working. Is it the IR cameras? Is it Gilbert's camera? Is it whatever? And so as they're having these conversations and taking all these pictures, it was like, even us as humans, right? After we do something so long and we're tired of it, we just say, okay, enough's enough.
Yeah.
And that when that came through, I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe they were just tired. They were done with us.
Yeah. Like
and how about, like, y'all didn't get anything when the ghost box was here? Because I know that thing got angry.
It did, and we could feel that as we were here, but I listened to that, and going through the audio that was the video recorder or audio recorder that was next to the ghost box, I could get snippets of things, but I never got, like, something that came over in recording. Like, there's been times that we'll be in the middle of a ghost box session, and real clearly I'll get hello or a name or whatever the case may be. And although we were hearing things with our own ears, we didn't get much on audio.
Yeah. But yet, just white noise and a black screen. So.
Did you guys hear that? Look like hello.
Yes, you heard it. That's like how my throat went like.
Yeah.
It was a lady.
See, that's something that they may catch now that we're doing a reveal that we can add to the show. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like I say this all the time, that spirits
that's
are like us.
That's the only reason I jumped. It's like,
you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I heard it, and then I saw your reaction. I'm like, okay, I heard it too.
And that happens. Like, we can be doing reveals and stuff. I mean, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's not
just
to say that
because
there's
people
nothing
are here.
It's not to say there's nothing here. It's just they didn't want to deal with us. They didn't want to come out. You can't ever command a spirit. It's just their timing, their will, when they want to let themselves know. And like I said, we're sitting here, we hear something. What's the common denominator? You're here. All the times that we were in here, we had malfunctions. When you were in the building, we had malfunctions with the camera. We had malfunctions with the audio. So that's why I said, I go look back at the 2005 investigation all the way to here. We're at a totally different location. The one thing that's the constant is you. So, I mean, that's the only thing that scientifically that I can kind of connect the dots to.
So now I need to get you out to the house.
So do you have, like, any questions for us, or?
Not really. I mean, just that, I did notice that we did have a lot of activity that night, but then it's like right at 6 o'clock, and it said unable to back up file, and it's like, well, that was the first time we're like, what's going on? Why is it doing that? So came in, reset it and everything, and it would catch everything and stuff like that. And then a few days later, it says unable to back up file. Yeah. It's like, what's going on?
So it's definitely something, probably, because, I mean, spirits get their energy from the things around them that create energy. So a camera that is on all the time is definitely going to have a lot of energy going through it.
Well, spirits that's the easiest thing for a spirit to manipulate is something that's energy, because they need that energy to manifest themselves, do some type of action, or disembodied voice. So it only makes sense that if they were trying to make, some type of communication, they would mess with the equipment. And of course, maybe it's something mischievous, where it's like, no, I'm going to show you, I'll show you, but you're not going to see me. So.
Yeah, and then everybody's telling me, they're like, oh my God, well, you know that the mirrors are portals and this and that. And they're like, well, oh my God, I just invited everybody.
It's one
There's
big
mirrors
party
everywhere.
All right, well, yeah. I mean, and I'm sorry that we didn't get more, like, on audio, because like I said, I would listen and listen and listen and listen, and it was just like, no, that's nothing that I can like firmly back up. You know, that could have been us outside talking, but it was such a far distance, it didn't sound like one of us. Because what I mean, I'm normally pretty good about tones of everybody's voices. So when I listen to that, I can be like, oh no, that was Gilbert, or that was Monty, or that was whoever. But if it's something that I know for a fact that wasn't one of our voices, it's like, okay, well maybe. But the enough was really the only one that was like, and that could have been their message to us: leave us alone. We've had enough. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing, no matter what anybody does or says.
That's true too.
Like I said, I mean, I've never been scared, never, except for that I told you that one Monday that I just did not want to come in, and it's like I got here and I was so uneasy the whole time, and that was like right before you all came, and it was like, I'm like, I don't know, does it know? Is it getting mad? Is it wanting me to feel like
cancel it, don't have them come in? Yeah, and that could easily be it too.
That's true.
Like I said, and then the only other time was after when I said it's breathing in my face. I can feel it down my neck, and it's like, do I want to deal with a crazy person or a ghost?
All right.
Well, that wraps up this investigation here in Alice, Texas. Definitely an interesting location. That camera not functioning, I can't explain it still, and the evidence definitely speaks for itself. But if you guys want more information about this investigation and others, please visit southtexashaunts.com. And if you have a place that you want us to investigate, head on over and fill out our investigation request form, and your location might be featured next time on South Texas Haunts.